Hey there, this is Steve from How Not to Hunt with Paul and Steve. We wanted to get a quick first video out there to show what we are all about. Paul and I have been hunting for more than 28 years together. We'll get back to that in future videos. For this first video, Paul and I scored tags for the Idaho Sawtooth B region. Tags are for elk, any weapon, antlered bulls only. We spent our first night in Crouch, Idaho, figuring out where we're going to hunt. First obvious mistake, we didn't know the area at all and didn't have time to get there to scope it out. On our way to the first area we had chosen, we quickly discovered it wasn't happening. There were several main fires going on out there that really cut the area up. Sure would have been nice to know before we got there. Good news was, though, we picked several areas to choose from. Off to our next one. Second mistake. As we were hunting along this ridge, we didn't realize that one side was our area on the left and the other side was not, on the right being south. This is when our second happenstance of luck would happen, and we seen elk down in the bottom of this ravine. We had spotted them from a very high lookout. Big lessons learned from this trip. Optics are really important to do most of the hiking and hunting for you. Paul and I went back to the truck and developed a plan. The plan turned out we needed to work it from more of a bottom-up, as there was no way we were going to make it down that hill and back up without scaring everything or killing ourselves. We did find a closed-off skid road that we were able to hike in and get to the area. We set up and glassed for a little bit. I moved over and Paul moved where I was, and he immediately seen something I didn't. There was 3 cows bright as day. Can't believe I missed them. A little side note, a local informed us that the early archery season at this location was extremely productive. That's not good for us. Last light was approaching and nothing but cows. So Paul moved on and went back to this plateau that we discovered where the elk kept coming through. He was hoping something would cross. I stayed behind. Shortly after he left, a herd of elk came out walking up the hill. That's seen in this video. I glassed every animal looking for antlers. Not a one. So I pulled out my new iPhone 16 Pro Max, zoomed in and took a little video to show Paul. We did check this area out one more time and came to a conclusion that there's nothing but cows in the area. So we tried another. There was one more mistake I made in this trip. However, I think we'll cover that in another video or video log, since it doesn't really meet the needs of this video. Needless to say, we spent the week, we did a lot of hard hunting, and went home with stories, and no meat. When we got home, I showed my sister and my wife the video, casting it from my phone to the TV. And my wife pops up with, "Hey, that one's got antlers." I quickly rewound it, zoomed in using my phone, and sure enough, one of them had antlers. Can't believe I missed that opportunity. So that'll be the final mistake for this episode. This brings me to why this video. Paul and I do learn from our mistakes. However, the entire time we've been hunting, we never had anybody else to learn from. And man, have we learned a lot of lessons. We can't be the only ones learning this way. So we're hoping to get some of our lessons out there that others don't have to go through the same learning issues that we did. Our hope, others can learn from our mistakes. Take care now and appreciate y'all. And cheers.